Guys, it's Benny. We are a live streamer. We are live for multiple hours per day, sometimes over the weekend, and the major stress associated with that is if something messed up happens on your stream or in your studio, it'll be clipped and go viral, and you'll be dragged and roasted all across the internet. That's the cost of doing business, the rules of the road. And those rules are accelerated if you are the most watched live streamers in the world, and that would technically be Fox News, who has millions of viewers 24 hours per day. And something really messed up happened on Fox last night. Camryn Kinsey is an ex-Trump administration official. She's somebody who we've met. She's very nice. And she fainted live on air on Fox News last night. Now, Camryn is somebody who's well-known in social media circles. She did work at the Trump White House. Here she is behind the press dais in Trump White House term 1. Here she is with President Trump. She's a big supporter of MAGA, and she has a large social media feed here. She's followed by 200,000 on X. She was just out sending lead down range, and she's followed by 250,000 on Instagram. She was just on Alex Jones's show. She's one of the good guys, ladies and gentlemen, but it's the reaction by the Fox host that is getting all of the attention here. People do faint on TV. They faint in military parades. People faint on football fields. It's just a fact of life. The news anchor, though, the Fox News anchor's response is what's actually getting most of the attention. News anchor slammed for reaction after guest suffers urgent medical emergency live on air. Okay, let's watch, and we'll discuss.
Voted for a complete overhaul of the very policies that he was trying to implement. So he's also trying to not criticize Kamala Harris too much. And it's just a tricky scenario for him. And, you know, it's really not befitting his office as well to be out there criticizing the current administration either.
And Camryn, talking of rewriting history, former President Biden talked about why he thought Kamala Harris lost the election. Let's listen to that. I'll get your reaction.
So why do you think the vice president lost, and were you surprised?
No. I wasn't surprised, not because I didn't think the vice president was the most qualified person to be president. She is. She's qualified to be president of the United States of America. Right. But I was surprised. I wasn't surprised because they went the route of the sexist route, the whole route. I mean, this is a woman.
So it was sexism. He also went on to say there was racism that lost it. Not a mention of policy.
Yeah, it wasn't sexism. There was actually no mention from the Trump campaign about her sex. The only messaging point that Trump had during his campaign was Kamala is for they, them, Trump is for you. That was actually referencing defending women, defending women's spaces, women's sports. So this is what they have to do. They have to rewrite history because they had a failed campaign. They had a failed presidency. They put her as the border czar. She never went to the border. So this is about incompetency. It's not about ideology, or it's not about.
Oh my goodness! We're just going to get some help here for Camryn. Let me come back to Lydia while we get some help for Camryn here. Lydia, the President. We're going to go to a break right here. We'll be right back.
Hi.
Okay, so that is what was broadcast. That was pulled directly from the broadcast, and then they go to break. I have some problems with this. One, if you are the anchor, if you're the man and a woman just collapses right in front of you, you've got to jump up and help her. That's just my take on it. Call me old-fashioned, but you can't like look like that. Right? You can't you can't just kind of like stare at the floor like that and do nothing. You, at the very least, like be on camera, with chivalry, right? At the very least, just like rip your earpiece off, jump up and be chivalrous and let the producer, there's like 50 people in these news broadcasts, at least, that are calling the shots, playing assets. There's a massive board. I've done it. I've anchored primetime on Newsmax. I've seen sort of the structures behind it. There's a lot of people who can call the shots and can cut the tape, right? The thing you can't do is continue your show. That's That's the thing you can't do. Maybe you can find the happy medium and in the middle of it be like, hey, we're going to cut to commercial break. Okay, we're just going to cut and I'm going to go help Camryn here. But that's the thing you can't do. This is the thing you can't do. Now, as for Camryn, again, this is a high stress, high intensity environment. This is also, I think, a show that is filmed very late at night, like at midnight. So potentially you just, sometimes you just happens. Some of the strongest, military men on earth that are standing a guard or a post or doing a ceremony, they'll collapse, right? It's just a biological reality of life. Okay. Now we haven't heard anything from Camryn online, right? She has a large social media following and she hasn't posted. So I would recommend, if everything is okay, that she do post. Her last post was saying there's a new pope. Okay, so that was yesterday, but not again. Here she is, she's going out shooting. She was on Alex Jones's show, and here she is saying, "Why does the IRS exist?" But there's no post about this. There's no post about this on her Instagram. So what happens next? Well, you got to let everyone know that you're okay. We pray that she is okay. This is making all the rounds. The most viral clip online right now. Political commentator Kinsey collapses. It's making headlines. There's a lot of news reports about it. Faints what happened during the broadcast. This is, again, people are worried. Viewers express their concerns. People on X, this poor woman, Camryn, just full out passed on the floor hard. Scary moment live on air. Glad to hear Camryn Kinsey is awake, being looked after. Reminds us all that behind the political heat, these are all just real people in real lives. Most people are zoning in on this man, Jonathan Hunt's reaction. More importantly, why wasn't Jonathan Hunt's first reaction to check on her rather than to continue the segment? Bro, you just you just got to know. Am I the only person shocked that he didn't move at all? He just sat there and watched her fall over? Awful. I'm praying that she's okay. Jonathan Hunt has been elected POS of the week. Fox News guest Camryn Kinsey faints while on air, and Fox News' Jonathan Hunt just watches while she faceplants next to him and continues talking on camera like nothing happened. Dude, man up and help the poor woman. A gentleman is one who puts more into the world than he takes out. George Bernard Shaw. So people are quoting George Bernard Shaw. Anyone think that it's kind of effed up that he didn't immediately help her? I hope you're all right, Camryn Kinsey, is what most people are saying. So yeah, this is help her, dude. Good grief. This is obviously what most people are calling for. And we're going to highlight this because yes, you should be chivalrous when a young woman just collapses in front of you. This is what most of the conversation is online. Most people are like, why didn't you help her? What's going on? She is somebody who's obviously, I'm Camryn. I'm a 24-year-old from Kentucky. This is what a Trump voter looks like. She's young. She's somebody who's, of the right. She's healthy. Get up out of your chair and go help her. That's what everyone's saying. Why'd you just sit there? I understand this stress because obviously we do this every single day, and the bad stuff happens. Again, I was hosting on Newsmax, and one of the panelists got sick, and I had to just walk off set. And you just got to roll with it, right? You just got to know that you are the anchor, and the reason why you're the anchor is that you're able to facilitate when something bad happens on set. So that's why everyone's talking about it. We hope that Camryn's okay. Praying for Camryn. She's one of the good ones. And ladies and gentlemen, when you're a man, even if there's no cameras around at all, but these days there is a camera around no matter what, make sure that you are chivalrous and that you are rising to the moment, that you are meeting the moment, that your actions are honorable and upstanding, and you'll inspire more people around the world, more men to be men. And I think more than anything, what society is calling out for is men who are men who behave like men, right? And when a woman is in peril or in danger or having an emergency, hop to it, right? Good old-fashioned way. Okay, all right. Make men again. It's your boy Benny. See ya.